Hi guys, this is Jerry, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'll show you the all-new MG3 dashboard that's available on the New Zealand and Australian version, the new MG3. In this video, I'll show you how everything looks like, how to change the display. Do remember, you can check the timestamps down below if you want to skip forward. You can also change the play speed on the YouTube setting as well. Last thing, do not forget to subscribe and like, that's the best way to support the channel. Alright, this is how the new dashboard looks like. We are going to separate the dashboard in 4 different parts. First part is on the left, next part is in the center, next part is on the right, last part is underneath. First part on the left, that's your driving assistance. It shows your cruise control or ICC, which is intelligent cruise control, or lane departure warning, emergency braking, anything like that. While you're driving on the road, on the motorway, if you have your cruise control on, this will show you the blue light, anything like that, or show you the orange light if nothing's working, or it will show you the gray light, that means the function is not switched on. Whenever you are driving on the road, this will give you indication on the left and right. Next is the center part. This will show you the time. This will show you the speed limiter around the area once you drive past the safety sign, let's say 50, 80, whatever. Once you start driving, it will fluctuate. It will also maybe give you warnings, things like that. Again, if you want to check the adaptive cruise control or this warning information, do check the MG Pilot tutorial on the channel. Next is your driving speedo. Next sign is ready. So this is available on the hybrid drivetrain. Because the hybrid drivetrain may switch on the EV when you start driving the vehicle, so you definitely want to see this ready sign. That means you can actually go into drive or reverse. If you do not see this ready sign while you are switching on the hybrid drivetrain, that means your engine or your drivetrain is not actually switched on. So ready sign means it is switched on. Next is the parking brake. You get the parking brake over here. Next is your range to empty and also your fuel tank. So your fuel tank is actually digital display. That means if it's half tank, the bars will only show due to the half, or if it's close to empty, it will show the last percentage. Range to empty is 760 kilometers based on the current driving, but again, this will fluctuate, depends on how you drive the vehicle. Fuel tank is on the left as the arrow points, but this only applies to this vehicle, of course. Next is the panel on the right. This is your information panel. You can change the display whenever you like, while you are driving or while you are stopped. First thing, if we do want to change anything on the right, we want to use this menu button on your steering. Click this menu button, you will notice that menu bar pops up. That means right now, you can use the joystick to go right or left or up and down to change whatever you like in the center. You can also push down on some other parts to reset or anything like that. This is considered to be a OK button. But if you do not engage, so that means the menu bar is not there, you are going to use this joystick for your volume and track control. Going up and down is for increasing, decreasing your volume. Left and right is to change your tracks. Push down is to pause or play any music or radio, whatever you are playing. So now, if we want to change that display, we want to click the menu icon. That means the menu bar pop up. When the menu bar pop up, it will point to the car. That means this is the car screen or your driving information screen. Under this particular screen, go up. That allows you to change different information. For example, on the hybrid drivetrain, we can actually see the energy flow, see if the petrol motor is engaged, and the rev counter, also your battery charge. But if you're driving the petrol motor, you only have the RPM, which is your rev counter. Next, we can go up. So now they show your power information. So show you right now what's the kilowatts you are pumping to the wheels. Again, when you start driving, it will go fluctuate up and down. And because this is a hybrid, it will go lower than 0. That means it will recharge the battery when you are slowing down or when the vehicle is slowing down. Going up again, this will show from start. That means from start driving this vehicle, how many minutes or hours we have driven and how many kilometers we have driven, what's the average speed, and this will show your average consumption. Again, I'm doing this video while the vehicle is literally sitting as stationary, so this number looks really bad. Do not worry about that. On any of the trip information, if you do want to reset, you can long press OK to reset. Long press OK means push this all the way deep down, straight down, push and hold. There we go, that's been reset. Along with that, in any trip information screen, you can see your total odometer. This is the only place you can find your total odometer. If you change left and right in other places, you do not see your odometer, so you do have to go to one of these screens. Next, we can go up. So this is your accumulated total. This basically shows the vehicle have been driven or has been switched on for 30 hours, driven 1,200 Ks, average speed, average consumption. Again, depends how you drive, this will fluctuate. Again, if you do want to reset, you can long press and hold OK to reset this particular screen. Do remember your range to empty is actually based on this accumulated total. So it depends on what average consumption you are achieving. This will show you roughly how much Ks you can drive on a full tank or half tank or anything like that. This again will fluctuate. Keep going up again. We are going back to the energy flow. So that's all done with the first particular screen. Next one, we'll go right. This is your setting screen. First thing you can set is called Overspeed threshold. Right now it's showing off, but if you want to change anything, push it down. We are going to the overspeed threshold. After that, you can go up and down from here. So I'm going to up. Let's say, I'm just giving an example, I'm going to change my overspeed threshold to 110 km per hour. What I'll do, I'll push this down to OK. That means overspeed threshold is set to 110 km per hour. That just means when I start driving the vehicle, if at any time I reach 110, the vehicle system will give me a ping sound. It does not limit my throttle response. It does not engage anything on the cruise control or speed limiter. It only gives me an indication or warning letting me know I'm over 110. So you want to set this a little bit higher than your normal figures, of course. You do not want this to be set at 30 or 40 because whenever you go over that speed limiter, it's going to give you all the warnings. That's actually different from the speed sign. This is a permanently sort of warning. It's always at 110 if you set it there. Again, if you do not want it, push it down and keep going up and go back to off and push it down again. Now that's cancelled, so no more warning at whatever the speed you traveled. Next one is called the next service. Going down, that means we can see the next service is due about 8,800 Ks to go on this particular vehicle. Click it down, you can go into the next service distance. So if you do want to reset, let's say you have serviced the car but someone else forgot to reset your service, you just need to push and hold this button all the way down to reset your distance. It will reset back to 10,000 kilometers, which is for New Zealand and Australian service interval. But if you do not want to reset it, a quick push and release, that's all gone. We are back to this particular screen. And next, we are going right again. So this is your information or warning screen. When it's at the information screen, first thing you'll see is your tire pressure monitoring system. So all my tire pressure are around the 36 PSI, so they are pretty okay. I'm okay with that. Underneath, it will show your voltage battery that's on your 12 volt battery. Because this is a hybrid drivetrain, the voltage battery is located at the back, so it's showing the back voltage is about 14 volts. So again, that's pretty healthy. In some situations, you may have a yellow triangle on the top. It just means there are some information or there's something you need to know about the vehicle, whether it's a low fuel warning, whether it's a low tire pressure warning, or the vehicle needs a service, or there are some issues going on with the vehicle. You are able to check under this particular screen. What you need to do in this particular instance is to go to this particular screen and go down. You'll see an arrow at the bottom. That means going down to another page that will show you whatever the warning is. Whether it is a warning about the vehicle system or safety features, whatever, you are able to check that particular warning display to let you know what is going on. So whenever you see a yellow triangle on the top, do make sure you go into this screen and check what is the warning. Additionally, you will see this warning information image when one of your doors are not fully closed. One way to clear it is to close all the doors, of course. Second way to clear it is to go into the menu. Once the menu sign shows on the top, just click down to OK. That means you are aware of one of the doors are not fully closed for you to check other information on the system. Last part of the video is the bottom display. Park, we're on park right now, drive or reverse, whatever, it will show on the display. The second thing is your water temperature. Obviously, when you start driving in the morning, the water temperature will start at really low. There's no panic, you don't need to worry about it. After you drive for a certain amount of time, the temperature will go normal. And that means your aircon will be better, things like that. But if your temperature is too high, of course, it'll give you a warning. We'll give you a warning here to let you know you might have some issue with the coolant system. Next is the seatbelt sign. I'm not fastening the seatbelt right now, so seatbelt sign is on. Next is the drive mode selection. Right now it's on Eco. Kilowatts, it just means how much power you are putting into the wheels. Of course, when you start accelerating, it will go up. When you decelerate on the hybrid drivetrain, it will go lower. Next is the regenerative braking, so that's only available on the hybrid drivetrain again, so you can change to between level 1 to level 2 or level 3. Of course, the level 3 being the strongest regeneration. Whenever you start the car, it's default at the level 2, which is more than moderate or medium. Last one is the EV or HEV display. That just means when you start driving the vehicle, EV means it's driving on pure electric, HEV means it's driving on the hybrid drivetrain with the engine switched on. Alright, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you do not forget to subscribe and like. That's the best way to support the channel. As always, I will see you next video.